All right. Well, a few hours pass. I'm going to just say that it's enough time for Xanfyr to be able to cast again. And you can see in the distance now, as you drop out of spell jamming speed, you can see the telltale shape of the cuddle command ahead of you. However, tangled up in its bottom tentacles is a wasp ship, which you can see there. So that is tangled up in its tentacles, and the top portion of the cuddle command, basically most of the blue part, the kind of parabolic shaped part, that entire thing is gone completely. There is a lot of debris still within the air envelope and gravity planes of essentially what's now a pair of combined ships, and they're not moving very fast at all. They're essentially just drifting.
Are they? Do they look like the wasp actually got onto the ship, or do they look like they had an accident, or how do they
So
look?
standard boarding. Ramming.
It's hard to tell. The wasp is tangled up in the bottom tentacles of the cuddle command. Whether it was like a ramming attempt or something like that, or a crash, you can't really tell. The wasp appears to be fairly intact. The wings are damaged, but other than that, everything seems okay with the wasp. It is contrary to this picture, it is mostly black with some dark red highlights.
Does it look like it would be
boarding a
palatable?
ship?
It looks like it would be salvageable. It would take some work to get the wings fixed up. The legs do not appear to be particularly damaged. Maybe a little bit of damage from colliding with the tentacles of the cuddle command. Beyond that, whether the interior's okay and intact, it's difficult to tell.
Might be a way for us to get in ship. Let's approach.
Do we see any humans or any living
Do we see any
beings?
activity?
You don't see any movement. As you close in, you can see that the top where of the cuddle command where it's been obliterated, it has been completely obliterated. It's basically nothing is left above. If you look at the cuddle command, I'll actually zoom in for the people on. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I'll zoom in for the people on stream, but if you look at the picture, you can see two ballista mounts on the main hull in the blue part. They're the two little brown things sticking out.
Yep.
Okay. Basically, everything above that is gone, and it's just a pile of debris on top of that. There does appear to be some smoke coming up, some smoldering perhaps. There's no obvious fires.
Didn't he say the magical research was in the top part?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was a
Braxon's
magical accident that caused that.
Braxon's going to
anything.
pop down to whoever's on the helm and ask if they know of Alp having any dealings with some people that use the Wasp ship.
Aranis and Galen are down there, and Aranis, he looks out it's still Galen on the helm right now. Aranis looks out and observes the wasp for a moment. No, I don't recognize the coloring at all.
Would I? Thanks very much.
No.
No?
The coloring does not match any
Heraldry that I've seen before.
Yeah, no trading or mercenary bands or armies or navies or anything like that you've familiar
Encounters.
with.
Okay.
What's the law or laws or customs regarding derelict ships? Are they like salvageable, or like do we have to return them to the authorities, or what? What's like? Does anyone know these laws, so to speak?
Possession is 9/10 of the law. If you could identify owners and next of kin and stuff like that, it's generally advised to at least return a significant portion.
I guess we should go check it out.
Well, we might as well. It's what we're
Yes.
here
Well, we've
for.
got to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's-
we
We
have
got
to.
lots
Well, we're
of
gonna
fiber.
go over.
Ernest tells you that he does have a collapsible, non-magical boat that he can give you that you could essentially row your way over. He's very reluctant to take the Dragonfly and like actually dock up with this
Yeah,
drifting.
because it could
Makes
generate.
sense.
How many people can that rowboat take at a time?
It can take all 6 of you.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Higgimus could
It's
easily
On a very
Is it like
small
a-
target.
Higgimus could easily row you guys over there.
Sounds like a plan.
Is it like a
Let's gear up, people.
Yeah.
It might be
Higgins has to
hostile
bring
in
you
there.
over.
All right,
Erinus,
I'm sorry.
Erinus, you might want to turn the ship around so that if we do come under attack, you can fire the catapult.
Oh yes, that's a very good idea. He goes ahead and directs Galen to do that. You're far enough away that your air envelopes are not overlapping in any way.
Yeah, I can understand why he doesn't want to do that, because the air envelope could be very bad air in there.
Yeah. Let me see if he has anything. No, but he does have something that could help clear that if it is a problem.
Zone of sweet air.
Actually, fog cloud. Fog cloud works really good for refreshing air envelopes, which is one reason why Herwadi are very popular crew members sometimes, because they have a natural ability to just make a fog cloud once a day. All right, let's see. So you can see now that you're close enough, you can see on the Wasp the upper deck where the ballista is located in that picture. That appears to be clear, although there is damage. The ballista has been destroyed in some manner. Probably, you'd guess, in the collision. And you can see the front deck right above the head. There's a little open deck there. It's that is resting right up against one of the tentacles of the Cuddle Command.
I'm gonna tell my.
I'm gonna suggest we search the Wasp first, since it's the smaller of the two.
What I was gonna suggest is if the party lets me go on first, then I can just go around in shadows.
Okay.
Just let me know where you want me to row this thing to.
Yeah. In addition, just to make it clear on the Cuddle Command, you can see entrances. There is right in front of where the two eyes are, where the mast is. There's a small open deck. You can see doors there. There are two side platforms right behind the eyes, and there's a rear platform. They're all clear.
Okay.
So where do you guys want to row to first?
Yeah, just tell me where you want to go.
I would suggest to this little bridge so we can then open the doors and go inside.
We've got two choices. We either dock on the Cuttle Command, or we sneak onto that Wasp ship and
I say
look
we
for
search
potential
the Wasp.
looters.
We search the Wasp first for any survivors.
Keep in
since
mind
it's most
that
likely
chances
to be a
are
chopper.
this agglomeration has shifted the gravity plane in some manner.
I think we should check out the Wasp first before going to the Cuddle Command.
Yes, I agree.
I would be
All right.
taking my rope.
I will
with me.
row to the Wasp then.
Okay.
If as people are doing that, can I get my rope and grappling hook out?
Yeah. You can
And
take
I
time
would
if
like to
there's
have-
any specific equipment that you want to get before you go over there. If you want to make sure you've got anything ready.
Essentially, I want to try and look for another way in, another purchase in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should stick together.
that's
Yeah,
actually
we
a
should stick
good
together.
idea because if we get if there are people still alive in there and we get attacked, he can come from the back. Would that be possible?
Yeah.
If you really want to sneak in, you could try using the reverse gravity and going in underneath somewhere, but where you're going to get in is beyond me.
The only clear space on the Wasp is right up where the ballista is. There's a small deck there. That would be the if you're going to investigate that one, that would be the best place to go first, essentially.
Yeah, I essentially want to do some like reconnaissance, kind of like, just see if I can get to like some place that's essentially out of like view, but I can get on the ship and like kind of like skulk around, just observe, see what I can see
Okay.
without like attracting
yeah.
too much attention.
Just don't get yourself killed, Lafdul. You're our healer as well.
The only healer.
So do you want them to row you to a point and let you off, essentially, and then?
And they would go as a group together on the other side or something.
Okay.
Yes.
There's not a
Oh.
whole lot of space on the Wasp itself. There are. Let me actually pull up the image.
It looks
again.
like it's just a little bit bigger than the ship we are on right now.
Yeah, it's not a particularly large ship. It's a bit more designed for battles, but it's kind of like the next class up from a dragonfly.
It's only 20 foot wide.
It requires more crew to pilot.
What's like would anyone know a crew complement of a ship this size? So it's slightly same as ours, really, like 10.
18.
It looks like an 18-ton ship.
Yeah.
Looks
So-
like it can hold 18 crew.
Unless
More than us.
they've maxed it out. They can cheat and max out for short voyages, but that's a standard crew.
I'm just gonna go up to where the ballista is then.
Okay, let me go ahead and bring everyone over to the map. And you should be able to see the weapons deck now. That should be revealed to you.
Yep.
Okay, let me get to my notes. Alright, so, up here, you can see clearly that the ballista has been essentially just completely crushed. It's a heavy ballista, and you would definitely guess that it was crushed by collision with the Cuddle Command. There is an unpleasant smell coming from some of the machinery for the wings, if you want to take a look at that. The wing station pivots, that's where the number 2s are. And this is on the actual starboard side.
Yeah, I'll have my one of my swords out and I'll poke my head in there with them ready.
Okay, you can see in here is a corpse of a creature. It's a humanoid bipedal creature. And it is definitely rank. It's been here for, you would guess, more than a few days.
After seeing that, is it clear? And then check the next one.
Oh,
There's-
did you get a description from Eramos about his friend? How he looks like?
Oh, he's
I'd imagine we would have.
yeah, you did at some point. He's an older gentleman, older than Aranis himself. He's clean shaven. He's got brown hair, but it's been graying for years now. No bald spots, no receding hairline.
Magically augmented hair.
I'm sorry?
Magically augmented hair.
Perhaps. He's in pretty good physical shape. He's still fairly spry. Not like a rickety old man kind of thing. He does typically walk with a staff, though. Being a wizard and all, he's got to be wizardry. He preferred to wear robes that were dark purple with black trim. And Aranis didn't know of any specific preference that he had for any wizard school over another, so he's basically just a mage.
So, but am I correct that the humanoid that we are seeing is actually not Aramis' friend?
Yeah, you're pretty sure. It's armored in some manner. You would probably have to work to like identify what this guy is.
Or was.
Was, yes.
I was wondering how long it would actually take for me to do that.
I would say it would take about a turn, 10 minutes.
That's not very long.
That's not too long.
Yeah, not too long of time. I mean, at least to identify what he is, maybe get some pieces of his equipment or something like that.
Well, I got
You can see that he's wearing armor of some sort. Looks like scale armor, and under him, now that you're looking closely, looks like there's a spear and perhaps a bow.
If you look for like a cause of death, so to speak, like any obvious sign.
Nothing obvious.
While this is all happening, I'm checking the other one, by the way.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing in the other one. No.
Is there no physical wounding or is it?
And I'll say clear as soon as there's nothing in that one.
All right, your guess.
Just announce that we're on the ship.
Yeah, your guess is that either perhaps he was manning the ballista, or was watchman, and either got hit by the one of these tentacles from the Cuddle Command, or just fell into the machinery in the wing pivots itself.
Oh, so it looks like it's been crushed or something.
Yeah.
It's
kind of hard to tell because he's been crushed by the machinery. Whether that killed him or whether it was a blow beforehand is really difficult to tell.
Is number 3 on the map a closed hatch or
it is
an
not a
open
closed
hole?
hatch. I'm sorry. It is darkness in there, so you can't really see anything. But it is
I have
open.
candles. I have candles.
Can I? No, I was going to say cast fairy fire on him.
No, that would be.
I have 2 torches and several candles.
I have 10 torches.
Do you want to try to
I'll light a
get
torch.
this body out?
Actually,
See what he
Actually,
what he
no,
is?
I have dark vision. Why
yeah,
do I need
people with dark
Why do I-
vision, they need
Yeah.
sunlight though, don't they? You can't just see in absolute darkness.
In second edition, it's infravision, so you essentially see heat. It's good enough that you can make out basic shapes like the space of the room and stuff like that. But it's not like perfect vision for in darkness.
It's not true.
So no heat. There's no heat signatures in there, is what you're saying.
It would just all be like.
You can see that there is a ladder down, but it has been smashed.
Oh, I got rope on
I
me.
suggest. I think we should light the torch.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll light one of my 10 torches.
I can use my rope and my grappling hook to make a makeshift rope down.
Okay, were you gonna actually try to get this corpse out to identify what it is? All you can tell
are
right
we
now
on
is
the
it's
ship?
a humanoid.
Are we all on the ship now?
I'm assuming so, or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all will be on the ship.
Okay, if we're all on the ship, then Higgimus will pull out that person.
Okay. Now that you've gotten him out, you can see that his equipment is ruined. He did have scale armor, a shield, a bow,
Damn it.
and a quiver of arrows. You might be able to
They were
salvage some of the
arrows,
arrows.
Yeah, I'll try to salvage some of those arrows then.
All right, let me pull something up, and I will have you roll I'll let you roll the item saving throw, and basically if you succeed by a few numbers, then that's how many you'd get. Let's see. Where is that? Ah, there it is. Okay, so you'll be rolling an item saving throw for thin wood against crushing blow. So that means 13. You need to get above 13, and whatever you succeed by is how many arrows you'll get. They're flight arrows.
So 1d20?
Yeah.
Remember to go high now.
Holy cow. All right. To your surprise, 6 of the arrows are intact.
Nice.
Well done.
Nothing else though.
So this is a hobgoblin. It's now that you've gotten him out, it's clearly a hobgoblin corpse, and you do see that there is an intact pouch on his belt.
I'll grab that.
Okay. Just assuming that you take a quick count. There are 17 copper pieces, 12 silver pieces, and 5 electrum pieces.
Oh, electrum. Of course, goblins would use electrum.
Now that I picked this up, do we want to have like a person that writes down like a group loot? Do we put this into a group loot or what? How do you want to handle that?
We're getting paid more per day at the moment than what that's worth.
Or we'll still have it.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
you might
saying
find
no.
more treasure, and it's easier to just put it all in one thing and then divide it up.
We'll
at the
just
end,
have to
or-
make a note of it then.
Who's keeping track of the who has the list?
We
thing?
got the Google Doc thing someone put up. We just put it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, go ahead and put
who
it
would
on
like
that.
to do that?
You have the address? You have the
Hang on. I think Old PM'd it to me.
I should have sent it to everyone.
Yeah, I've got it. Alright.
I prefer somebody else besides me to keep track of all that.
Yeah, I'll put just like scavenged loot.
Yeah.
Well, I started it as notes for myself because I'm taking notes as we go along. But I decided it was probably worth it to have it for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially
fine.
for like party treasure and stuff like that. It's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
I got scavenged loot on there under useful information.
That
What
sounds
was
like
that?
great.
What was? Oh,
All right, so it
Platinum
was
pieces.
17 copper pieces, 12 silver pieces, and 5 electrum pieces.
how many silver? Sorry,
12.
12. How many electrum? Sorry,
5.
5. I'll rewrite this in a sec.
Just do EP for electrum.
Yeah, but how I wrote it, it's gone over on 2 pages since looks bad. Yeah, you can carry on while I'm writing this up.
All right, so you can see that the ladder down has been broken in some manner. You would, it's not that much of a drop. I mean, you could drop down, but if you wanted to get back up, you might want to leave a rope or something like that.
I'll work on that then.
Okay.
Was it someone dropping down a grappling hook rope?
Yeah, I've got a grappling hook.
I got a rope too, so
You got plenty of rope, in other words. Yeah, you can just drop down a short length of rope kind of thing. And does someone want to go down there first, or do you all want to go down together, or what?
rope, apparently.
Do you want me to go down first?
I think Higgimus should go down first.
Okay.
The tank leads away, I guess.
Okay,
I will
you
grab
drop
a,
down. You can you hear
torch.
the crushing of straw under your feet, but you really can't see anything unless
Torch.
you've
I'll
got a
say
torch.
let's grab
I'll
a
hand him the
torch.
torch.
Okay.
I'll hand him the torch. I'll hand Higgimus the torch as he's going
So,
down.
my left hand, I have the torch, and my right hand, I have the two-hand sword.
Okay, let's see.
So all of us archers above ready our bows and aim down at us
Yeah.
around him. There's nothing to worry about.
Braxon will go down next.
All right, so you can see down in this chamber. It is it's pretty clearly a cargo hold of some variety. Braxon, as you get down there, you immediately recognize that there are looser boards on the floor right now that can be lifted up for additional storage. There is straw strewn everywhere. You'd guess packing straw, because there are also some crates that have been damaged and broken open or crushed in some manner. There are also two corpses, two hobgoblin corpses as well.
Oh, down here.
Yeah, down here.
So they how were they killed? They weren't crushed, probably.
It looks like they were not crushed by anything large.
Crate could have fell on him.
Yeah, it could have, but that's definitely not the case. You can't tell what weapons killed them, but it was definitely some sort of weapon that did it. You can see some
Like slashing or bludgeoning?
bludgeoning and cuts on them.
Bludgeoning cuts. Okay.
So not done by a wizard.
Are there
Braxon,
any
do you
rooms
want to
off
check
of?
'em?
Yeah, I was going to check them, but is there any rooms off of where we are?
Yeah, there's a.
Oh, it's just that little
door
thing
here.
there.
I didn't get that
Okay.
revealed.
After
No, that's
someone-
sure, I see it now.
After those two go down, I'll follow.
Shouldn't
Okay,
someone
Braxon.
stay up to keep watch?
I will move
Braxon
up to
is-
the door.
You're gonna
Yeah,
open the door.
Braxton is,
I'm gonna not open it. I'm gonna move up to the door while they check everything. Just
Okay.
make sure nobody pops out.
Braxton's going to check one of the bodies.
Okay. He does have some equipment, much like the hobgoblin up above. Scale armor. It's relatively intact. Minor repairs could fix it, but it is hobgoblin armor.
It wouldn't fit.
There's each of them had a spear, and each of them had has a pouch on their belt, but they've been cut open.
Okay.
And they're empty. I should
Are the
say.
spears
Pile
any
up the
good?
equipment.
They're decent, average quality spears.
Okay.
Pile up all
Are they
their
throwing spears?
I'm sorry, Yeldin?
Are they throwing? Are they throwing spears?
They're standard melee spears that you could throw, but they're not specifically designed for throwing.
Okay. Then I won't bother.
You'd have penalties for throwing.
I suggest taking the armor off. They can be sold later.
Let's clear the rest of the ship before we do that. There's
Actually,
also
wouldn't-
How heavy
There's
are
also-
those? Is that armor?
Braxton might be
Oh,
able to
sorry,
wear it, though,
Higgimus
wouldn't he?
forgets how weak you guys are.
there's
Nice.
there's also,
Clunk.
in case you guys don't realise, there's some storage below where we are, so we might want to check that before we leave the room.
Shall I go down after then?
I'm just really quick checking the weight of the scale armor. I think it's like 40 pounds or 30 pounds.
Yeah, it's not heavy at all.
Forget it.
Hmm.
40 pounds.
Yeah, it's not heavy.
That would put me almost heavy encumbrance.
No, there's a
But I wouldn't
question. There's
carry
a
it.
question in Twitch chat about whether it smells bad. No, it does not smell well. Okay, yes, it does actually, because it's been on corpses that have been sitting there for a while. But hobgoblins are actually not particularly known for. They're known for keeping their equipment in pretty good order.
Very big mercenary people.
It's the goblins that are not.
Yeah, but if they're dead and have been lying around for a while, even they stink.
So, in addition to the broken crates, and there's quite a few of them, there are, let's see, 7 crates that have been completely destroyed in some manner, broken open, smashed, whatever. There are a few crates that are intact, and there's some other stuff around if you wanted to, look around. There's a lot of packing straw that's clearly from the smashed crates.
Do any of the crates
Yeah,
look
that-
like they belong to Alp?
Impossible to tell.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing obvious about it that would indicate to you
What-
where they may have
is
come
there
from.
any crates?
Well,
Although
we
you
can
would
look
guess that
through
they're
the things
not
called-
they're not the hobgoblins' own stuff.
What we can
Is
do
there
is go
anything
to the
in
packing
the
store and
crate?
the unopened crates to see whether there's any wizardry equipment there.
Do you want to open them up?
Oh,
What I was going to ask is, are we all down there yet?
I don't know.
Probably
Are you
not.
all down
I'd say
there?
at this point,
Was
yeah,
anyone
at this
staying up on
point.
top?
Because you might be an idea to keep at least one person up before we all get too invested in this loot.
I don't know if there's enough room in this one little spot for all of us to be down there anyway.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's plenty of space.
Oh,
1 square is 5 feet.
I take up more than 5 feet though, right?
In height, but
Oh, okay.
Actually, is your head hitting the roof?
it's
Yeah.
tight, but no, not quite. Most ships are designed for are
8
are
feet.
designed for Giff to be able to move about because they're pretty common. Not positive. See, that's actually measuring the underneath or the grid on Roll20, and I didn't quite get it matched up.
yeah,
So,
I can see that.
yeah. Just count the squares.
I'm thinking because I've got a appraisal, I might be able to have a nosy to see what's valuable and what isn't.
Check one of the
Like
crates
trade
in
goods or
there.
something.
One
was
thing we
was
do
anyone
know.
up on deck waiting, like up on top?
I don't know if
while
one
everyone
of
else
the
was down
mages
there?
or if I were or one of the ranger or I don't know who's. 2 of the fighters have gone down and someone else went down. I can't remember who.
Yeah, me, the ranger.
Okay, was there anyone else up on top?
I want to go down because I have appraisal.
Well, if 3 of us are down underneath, then 3 are up top.
I think I'm still upstairs. I'm still up top.
Okay. You have the distinct feeling, Leva, that you're being watched,
Okay.
but you don't see anything obvious.
So
Am I down or up at this point? Because I
If you
was
said you were
going to go
down,
down.
you're down.
So I
Yeah.
tell the others, hey, I think we're being watched here, but I can't see where from.
Surely I would have had a detect listen check as being a rogue.
I
Do
have
you
to
want
see.
to
noise.
try that?
Yeah, it's like 25%, but
Okay.
sure.
You need to tell
I will
everyone,
try to keep
everyone
quiet.
to be completely quiet.
I'll try to be as quiet as I can.
Oh god, what's the row for detect? How do I do this then? Do I use my skills?
Let's see. It
I've
should
already
just
set them
be-
up, but
Yeah, it should just be. I mean, you could probably click the die icon, and that should roll it. You got a
misc
25%.
modifier +0. I haven't got any modifiers for it. No, I am wearing a helmet, but I've already put that in. I believe. Have I?
You've got a +5
Armor
for
oh,
armor.
-5. Because yeah, -5 for armor. So it should be 20.
Now you could take your helmet off, and then you could click on the no armor roll one.
No.
Or you could just do, roll 1d100.
Did that roll?
No.
Nope.
Don't see it yet.
It did. I see it in the chat. You got a 70.
It's 1d100. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's
So
a no-go, isn't it?
you don't hear anything in particular, and actually I should have rolled it, but anyway, it doesn't matter. You don't hear anything that seems out of the ordinary at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear Higgimus's stomach grumbling a little bit. He didn't quite forage enough.
Need to eat some more grass.
Well, there is
there like
packing
a lot of
hay
hay in
here.
there
I'm
or
not sure how tasty that would be for a Giff.
Grass.
Anyway, first, since I had this feeling that I'm being watched. Is there any way for me to figure out?
You
No.
just be observing now. If you
Yeah,
got
I mean,
it,
you could just
got your
keep an
attention.
eye out and you know, like, look at things, but that's about it. You don't have any specific
If I've been
skills.
told that we,
I can detect concealed doors if there was a door around.
I would detect that as well.
So would I, because I'm an elf.
You
Oh.
don't notice anything. I mean, you could try searching. I will note that on the rear wall of the hold is a it's a pretty obvious hatch. And let me actually reveal something else so that you can see the cross section of the ship. How do I? Let's see. If I do this, there's a hatch that leads into some additional storage there, as well.
Yeah.
Well, we're not. Well, oh, which way do we want to go?
I actually think you should continue with checking downstairs. Am I alone upstairs? No.
No, the three.
I think
the three
Xanfyr
people in
is
the...
up there with you as well.
Both the mages are up.
Yeah, I am.
What's Xanfyr doing anyway? He hasn't said
I
much.
think all three of the spell people who can cast spells are up right now.
Well, no,
I,
Lafdul said that he was down.
I've gone down.
So
Yeah, we
there's
got
two
Lafdul
people
down
up
here
and
because
four people.
he can check the prices of stuff, see what's valuable, which I agree with. We'll wholeheartedly.
Do you want to give a
Basically,
thorough check through the room?
I'm just following everybody else, keeping
Hey.
an eye out for anything that might come at us.
Well, our two choices are we can check the underfloor panels, or we can move forwards and come back to this.
Well, you could also do a thorough check of the crates and everything like that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't right now. That's not a priority. Priority is to see if there's anybody still alive.
Yeah.
Well, we'll secure the place first, and we'll search it later.
Yeah.
So just
So
proceed.
first things first, I'm going to check that little extra storage thing on the back of the thing to make sure that there's
Alright.
nobody hiding back there.
When
Okay.
when he goes to open it, I have my bow ready at the ready.
Okay,
I've
you
I've got
open
my
it,
bow
and
drawn as well.
all you see in there is some crates of dry food stuff and some barrels of water.
Okay, nothing nobody can hide behind and all that good stuff.
Doesn't look like it.
You
No.
haven't noticed it by now.
I close that back up, and then I'll start heading towards the door, and I'll open the door.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to actually go into the room, or do you just want to like throw it open?
No, I'll go into the room.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
not
follow
that
right
wise.
behind with my bow ready.
Yep. Following with
Mhm.
sling at the
I'm
ready.
following as well. Should we do an order, a walking order? Because obviously, if we ever get into combat, it'll be important to know who's in front.
I'll be in the back.
I'll
Because
be
I'm
also
second
behind.
back.
I guess that means I'm
Uh,
second front.
Hig, Braxton, me, then Yeldin.
Yay.
And then
Okay.
and then
How do we stand? How do we stand at the top?
You just be both standing by the hatch or wherever.
well,
Yes.
generally, I
think-
mean, in these fairly cramped quarters, there's I mean, you can have kind of an order that you enter things, but it's not exactly a marching order, so to speak, since
Okay.
you're not dealing with.
No, I
a
was
whole
just
lot of
thinking
long
if a
corridors.
combat order.
Yeah.
Because we're going through a door, only one person attack will be attacked.
All right. So if we have someone to open doors, Higgimus can go through the door one way, and Braxon can go through the door the other way. So one of us can cover left, and one can cover right.
Is there multiple ways?
And the cat can meow. Okay.
I guess
Here
the cat
in-
follows us on the boat.
All right, Higgimus opens his door and enters the next chamber, and it apparently was used for the mess and galley. There's a long table, or as long as you can fit into a room like this, on the starboard side. On the port side, you see a small, simple stove. But you don't see any pots or pans. You do see on the floor in front of the stove dried stew. Dried, kind of, rotting. It's clearly been there for a little while.
Fell over.
Could
Got
we
it.
roll? Could the people who know how to cook can roll the cooking skill to find out how long it's been there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to roll
I
a
will-
proficiency check to
That's...
see if you can tell.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
While they're working on that, I'm going to proceed forward into the hallway.
Okay, do you want to go to the end of the hallway near that door?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Wouldn't I constantly be
How
making
long was
listen
that?
checks as we're doing this?
It's really tough to do a listen check when people are walking around and being noisy.
When I get to the end of the hall, I will stop and I'll make a noise for you to do, or not a noise, like a hand sign for
Sign
you to
like.
listen.
All right, hold on a second.
The
just let me-
floorboards are probably going to be creaking from us just moving.
Yeah, especially with Hig. No offense.
Not taken.
Okay. So, Yeldin, is that 20, that 3 for your proficiency check?
Yep.
Okay. You succeeded. You would guess that it's been like this for about a week longer. I'm sorry, not a week. For about between a few days and a week longer than you've actually been traveling. So this happened before Aranis came to you and hired you. So that's been
So it's been here for 3 weeks.
somewhere about that.
Well,
Disgustingly
well, that-
decomposed at this point.
Okay, so looks like we got 3 rooms to clear.
You can also see, I should point out that I forgot to mention, the table has been overturned, and there are wooden bowls and flatware scattered everywhere.
So it looks like it was used to take cover against something.
I'll ask Lafdul if he wants to listen real quick for us.
You
Yeah.
could try listening at the doors specifically, or you
Mhm.
can just do a flat listen check.
Oh, I'd do one door at a time, whatever door we're going through. So we'll go for
Probably
the
the ones
north
that
door.
go backwards.
all right.
The ones that go backwards, so that we don't have our rear exposed.
All right, so how about listen at, let's see.
The door on our starboard. Let's go with that one first.
Yeah. That one, oh, no wonder I wasn't doing it.
Oh, number 3.
So this one, then this
On
one,
the port side.
then this one. All right, I'll do the rolling so that I can.
Yeah.
And you're taking your helmet off.
Yeah, I take my helmet off. So now another helmet.
Okay, at the first door, you don't hear anything unusual coming from behind it. It's pretty quiet. Everyone is being as quiet as they can, and that's basically all you're hearing is their
Breathing.
breathing, their minor movements, creaking of the ships, that kind of thing. Second door, you don't hear anything behind that one. Anything, again, the same thing. And then the door to the left. Okay, behind that one, you can hear something like a very, very soft scuffling, something. You can't quite place what it might be. It's very, very soft.
Can I look through? Does it have a keyhole, or is it just a door with a doorknob?
It's just a door.
or something.
Yeah, door. with a
Actually,
doorknob,
can I? In that previous room was a mess room, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there any kind of instrument I can use as a listening device to help me get a better hearing fixture, like a cup or glass cup or something?
Nothing glass. It's all wood, and it's fairly crudely. It's just fashioned fairly crudely. I mean, very, very poorly made, just
looking
straight
for my
functional
inventory.
equipment. You could try a cup, and I would give you a bonus of plus 5%.
Yeah, I'll take whatever I can get.
Okay. It doesn't reveal any more information. You hear basically what you heard before.
Have these doors been making any particular sound as they've been opened? Are they like creaky?
They're as creaky as you would expect. I mean, they're not like rusted. They're not in great shape, so they're not, opening smoothly. Just standard.
I was wondering if there's any like cooking oil of some substance that I could use to like lubricate the hinges.
If you want to go back to the
So we can go in like really quietly.
The room and give me a wisdom check. See if you can find something.
Just to let you know, once we open the door and when I start moving in there, it's not going to be quiet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just try to give us the element of surprise, basically.
They'll be surprised when they see me.
Well, they probably
Okay.
see the light flicker anyway. So wisdom 17.
Have you told the rest of us that you heard anything?
Okay, you found.
Well, yeah,
You found a small clay pot, and it looks like it has some sort of olive oil type material in it. There is a
space oil.
There is a label on it, but it's written in a language that you're not familiar with. I assume no one can speak Hobgoblin, read Hobgoblin.
No.
Yeah, the
Not
mages are upstairs.
Hobgoblin. I can speak Goblin.
You can speak
guess they're
Goblin,
different.
but can you read it?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
I forgot there's a difference in this one.
No,
I will just assume I won't actually put too much attention into it. I'm just going to do the assumption that it looks like it is.
Yeah.
Would any of the cooks be able to make a proficiency check out of curiosity as I'm bringing this towards
Sure, they could take a look at it.
But all right.
Do they recognize what I think I found?
You know what? Yeah, I'll let it go without a proficiency check. It's definitely some form of cooking oil. It appears
There we
to
go, I
be,
got a 4.
whether it's
I know
specifically olive
exactly
oil
what
or not.
Is it congealed? Yeah, it would be congealed, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't think oil congeals, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
well, if it gets cold, if it gets cold, it solidifies.
And I'm like overly complicating
Yeah, it's
this,
not
but
particularly
no, I just
cold here. I mean, it's
Apparently, I know exactly what type of cooking oil it is.
warm spring.
Well, anyway, I've told people what I think there's someone in there. So, should we
Higgins's eyes get a little bit bigger.
get
His ears
ready?
start
I'm
twitching.
gonna lubricate their hinges and see if I can creak the door open. Are we putting it out the torch, or are we keeping the torch? Because otherwise we're gonna be blind. We all got night vision.
All right, you're going for the door straight down the corridor, right? Rather than one of the side ones. Okay, the door opens inward, not outward.
All right. I assume our torches are still lit, so it's going to be very bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to know we're going to come, so yeah. But
All right, so
obviously
you're
I
just
can
gonna,
open a door with some speed, because it's
oil up
quiet.
the hinges and then yank it open.
Yeah.
All right, you go ahead and yank it open. Let me go ahead and reveal what you see.
I'll let Higgimus go in front of me. I'm not going in front.
Yeah, I'm going to military this on the side of the door and then kind of busting around the corner.
All right, it's an open
Braxton's
deck out
gonna
there.
come in.
Unfortunately, right across where the door is one of the tentacles from the Cuddle Command. You can't immediately see that there is anyone here on deck, but there is an open hatchway where it says 6.
Okay,
Wow.
so Braxton's going to come in around Cadet Higgimus and
You will have to squeeze through.
cover an area.
Now, I'm not
Yeah, he
sure
will.
that it would take considerable work to get Higgimus through.
You just send Braxton
Yeah,
through.
I say we check the other 2 rooms just to be sure there's nothing in
If-
there, and then we go down the hatch back in the first room.
If Higgimus won't fit through, then Braxton's going to see whether he can
Actually,
go
wouldn't I
low
make
or go high and get over the obstacle.
would I be able to detect whether or not that what I heard is that tentacle or something?
What you heard did not sound like wood rubbing on wood. I mean, because you heard wood rubbing on wood, and that's not the sound you heard. I mean, when you were doing the all of the listening, you heard wood rubbing against wood, and you disregarded it when you heard this other scuffling, shuffling sound.
All right, so I was able to detect something else, and it's not.
And the grid that's there is not appropriate. I mean, I didn't get it sized up to the.
Yeah, no, you said that already.
Mm.
This is...
So, is there any way to get through the door, or is it totally blocked?
It's not totally blocked. How
small is it?
Well,
Can we check
the doorway itself is large enough for everyone to just pass through easily, but one of the tentacles from the Cuddle Command is coming right down across the doorway itself. So you can squeeze over it, you can squeeze under it. Higgimus might be able to with a let me actually see time, and let me see what might be the appropriate roll.
Well, all I'm going to do is just guard this area while everyone else goes off, and because I'm still curious about the sound, so I'm going to stay here while they're going to go through the other rooms.
I would allow Higgimus to do a Benbar's lift gate check to like squeeze through, shoving it up enough to get through if he wants to.
Okay.
But is someone actually gonna? Everyone else can squeeze through fairly easily.
Well, why doesn't Higgimus stay here and Braxon can go through, have a look, and if there's nothing there, he'll just come back.
All right, sounds fine to me.
Okay, so Braxon is coming out onto the foredeck. Getting around the tentacle. You don't see anything on this deck. It is open to space. You can look through the hatch. There is no hatch. I should make it clear. There normally is. You can see the hinges, and it's just gone. Yeah. You gonna look in there?
Yeah. Is it dark?
It is dark. Do you have a torch?
He'll have to go back and get a torch passed to him.
Yeah, Higgimus has the torch right now.
Yeah.
Higgimus, you want to pass him the torch?
You know what? I will go ahead and just push this thing out of my way and get over there with him real quick.
All right, go ahead and roll me 1d100.
Oh, God.
You've got really high stress. It'd be like effortless for you.
/R.
Wow.
Oh. Well.
Wouldn't the mages come?
Oh my God.
All right, you try, and it's just a little bit too heavy for you. It's just a wedge there a little bit too much.
Couldn't he be assisted?
Was it like 1% off or some shit?
No, it's 11% off. If Braxon wants to throw his weight in there, I don't think anyone else is considerably strong.
I'm like 14.
Let me see
I've
what.
got like Cliff Bar 7.
Yeah, I would allow a second roll with half of Braxon's Benbars, so you can get, if you get 65% with the two of you. And Higgimus, just roll again.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So with Braxon's help, you are able to move it just enough to squeeze through, so you can come out here on...
All right. I'm just really worried that there's going to be a boogie monster hanging out in that little spot.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna open the doors to the other two rooms.
You're gonna open the doors? Okay.
I will back him up since the two fighters are...
I'll put my bow away and pull out my swords while I do this.
I'm still having my bow out. Actually, no. How much room is there?
Out here?
No, I might accidentally shoot him. So no, I'll get my sword and shield. I've got a short sword and shield.
Okay. So you open both the doors. In the starboard one, that's the one labeled 3. You can see that this was apparently turned into primarily the crew quarters. There are some hammocks lying about. There's also a
I
pile
started counting-
of lumber in one corner, so it looks like this is probably where they stored spare lumber for repairs to the ship.
I'll
It-
count how many hammocks there are.
There are only 4, but you would also guess that they didn't all sleep here at one time, so they probably hot bunked.
Yeah, I know. I was I figured, okay, 4.
So vaguely around 8, maybe, more or less.
Well, unless they did.
Or triple shift like we're doing, so...
Yeah. And they may have had some other people
Wow.
resting elsewhere. I mean, that's just how many were in this one room.
Yeah, and then I'll count how many of us in the other room if there is any.
The lumber has been it's not neatly stacked. It's been scattered about now. Either perhaps when the ships collided, or if there was some sort of struggle. You don't see any blood or anything like that, obviously, around here. But in this room, you do see there's a wooden club. There are some short bows and quivers. There are no arrows.
Damn.
And you can see some,
Actually,
what
I'll
you
grab
would
one of the
guess were spare hobgoblin clothing and some coin purses, which
Can I
have
make
been
an
slid
I was
open.
going to say, can I an appraisal
I
check to
think
see if
I'll-
anything
I'll-
valuable.
I'll probably grab another third quiver because I have enough arrows to fill 3 now.
Okay.
You can always give some arrows to me. I'm
You
an
can always
archer as well.
you can always get the stuff later if you have time. I mean, there's no need to
Yeah.
weigh yourself down with
I'll
extraneous
just-
junk.
I'll
But no,
just
you don't
take
see
another
anything
the extra quiver.
obviously valuable in here, Lafdul.
Huh? Sorry. Nothing.
You said you were doing an appraisal check.
Yeah, just
Yeah, you don't
general glance.
you don't see
See if
anything
it's
valuable. You do notice that there do not appear to be any metallic items in here.
I'll make a mental note of that and just go out.
And and room 2. What's in room 2?
In that was clearly turned into the captain's cabin. There is a surprisingly well-made and comfortable-looking bed.
Check it well.
Yeah, I'll make another. Well, do you make us? What's the equivalent of a search in this then? If it's
Just-
like a captain's quarter.
Searching, and if you tell me what you're searching, and there's something there, I will tell you if you find it.
Just
Wait a
search under
minute,
the beds.
Wasn't there a noise behind door 3?
Yeah, and they've
No,
gone
not
in
not
through
in either
door.
of these side rooms. It's you heard a sound. You heard a sound out this way here,
Yeah, out 6.
Okay.
but it's clearly not out here. You have not looked down into the hatch yet.
Floor deck.
Braxon and Higgimus are out there, and they haven't actually done that because everyone's doing different things right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering what's happening with the mages because we've been having several turns and they've done nothing yet.
We've gone to sleep in the meantime.
Well, I mean,
one of them was
are
paranoid they were being watched. So they
Xanfyr
would have
and
gone
Leva, are you
Yep.
still up on the main deck, the weapons deck, up on top? Or
We
did
haven't
you come
gone back
down?
to speak with them yet.
Yes. We're still upstairs. We're still being paranoid.
Okay.
Sure.
You haven't noticed
Okay.
anything. You still do feel like you're being watched, but that's about it.
We don't even have a torch with us. Well, I have.
You don't need
torches,
it.
but we
Yeah, you
didn't
don't
really-
need it. You're
Bright light.
you're in sunlight.
Okay.
Ah.
Now, I mean, there are no windows below decks, so it is dark down there. It is light out in the on the foredeck,
Okay.
but otherwise, you know, the rooms are dark. There are no lights or torches or anything like that that you can see. In the captain's cabin, let's see.
If it's a captain's cabin, I want to do a proper search on it. So it might take a while.
Yeah, you do find a what is clearly a captain's log.
Oh, I'm gonna look through that.
It's written in. So Xanfyr, you've come down.
Yeah, I'm still following everybody. Yeah.
Okay.
You've
You
just
can't
left
read
Lever up there,
Hobgoblin,
then.
can you?
What?
You can't read Hobgoblin, can you?
No, I cannot.
Okay. Then you can't make heads or tails of what's written there.
Okay. Anybody else want to take a look at this thing? Try to figure it out.
Oh no, we'll just keep it on our inventory for now.
Yeah, just keep a hand on it. Keep hold of it.
Okay, so captain's log.
Yeah, you can
I'll
just make
make
a
a note of it, captains.
Waggly fingers back at the main
Hobgoblin.
ship can probably figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I think you guys did get the comprehend languages spell from him, so he may have that that he could cast.
Oh, I do have that spell, but I don't have it prepared.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
we can do it later though.
Kind of expect so. There's a number of personal effects in the room, but nothing valuable that you can tell.
Some lame pirates.
Are there any like books?
No, just the captain's log. He's got like you know, his own personal.
So I've given this room like a reasonable search, but not an
Yeah.
absolute.
And you actually
thorough
found the
search.
captain's log under the bed. It appears that it
Alright.
slid there.
Alright,
So-
well,
Okay.
guess we'll just go with the others two now, with Braxton and Higgimus.
Okay. So the hatch
Is
leads
Xanfyr behind
into-
us?
Well, he was looking at the captain's log. So
So he's
who is squeezing out onto the past the tentacle onto this area?
I am.
Okay, so we've got Lafdul, Higgimus, and Braxon out there. Xanfyr, Leva, Yeldin, are you guys staying back?
Lever's on top still.
Yeah.
I guess I can follow too.
Okay, you're basically now all standing around this open hatch in the floor. Throughout this whole thing, you've noticed that the gravity plane is kind of skewed, not where you would quite expect it. Not enough to make it a problem, but the chamber beneath you is clearly, for the most part, reverse gravity to where you are. So you'd have to, like, you know, flip around when you crawl through to get to the other side.
All right. Any particular difficulties in doing that?
No, not really. Most of you would be used to it by now.
So we'd
I'll
be
say,
working on the ceiling.
Yeah, essentially.
I'll
Now,
look
none of
at-
you have actually looked in
archers.
there.
I'll look over to the archer people that got their bows out and be like,
Yep.
careful shooting. And
Oh,
watch me.
we both got our melee weapons out at the moment.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I will.
if I'm in the back again, I'll pull out my
Yeah,
bow.
I'll swap back to my bow.
I'll do a countdown with my fingers, like 1, or I'll do like 3, 2, 1, and I'll go under.
Okay. So you're doing this without actually looking in there.
Who's gone in now?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
just looking at the top. I went in there.
Just flip in
My
there.
wisdom
Okay.
scored.
You
Yeah,
just
my wisdom
went
scored
in.
matches.
Okay. It smells really bad in here. In the let me go ahead and reveal that. There we go. All right, so this is the chamber in the foredeck. You flip around and come standing facing the front, and you can see all the way in the front, in the narrowest part, what looks like a pile of hobgoblin corpses. They are not decayed so much as it appears that they've been drained of life. Their skin is gray, kind of leathery and dried out, but it
That's not
still
good.
smells pretty bad.
Which character
Range of
flips in?
life.
Well, Higgimus has gone in first, so anyone who follows will see this.
Braxon's gonna flip in after him because
Okay.
he's backing up Higgimus.
Flipping
then I'll
style.
And
You
then I'll
just
follow
dive through the
after.
hole and then stand up upside down.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll follow after.
Okay.
What could do something like this?
Let's
Cast,
see.
Find out.
Let me check your.
I don't have
let me check your
spellcraft, so I've got
proficiencies.
no
Hold on a
idea.
second. One of you might know.
I've got healing, I suppose, but herbalism.
I wonder if they've got a life jammer helm.
Okay, Braxon. Yes, you recognize this as well. It's possibly that it was caused by a life jammer or a death helm, but you do not see any in this chamber right now.
I'll look over and be like, what's that?
Yeah, I've got no idea.
Okay, so the ship we're on uses a helm that uses spells, but you can use other sort of helms that use different mystical energy to move ships. And one of those energy forms is it. You literally get helms that drain the life out of you. I don't know how to use them, but slavers sometimes put captives onto a helm that just literally sucks the life out of them.
Oh,
Interesting.
I haven't seen that before.
Yeah. It's a grim fate.
All right, I need everyone to roll 1d10.
Fun.
The ones upstairs?
Anyone who's in the room.
Okay.
So right now that's Braxon, Higgimus,
And Yeldin, that was the last one.
Yeldin, and Lafdul.
Don't you die on us. Don't you dare die on us.
That'll be
I think we're
plus
gonna have a
8,
fight.
right? Because that's initiative, right? Isn't
Nope,
it?
nope. This is not initiative. This is
Surprise.
surprise. Okay. Yeldin and Braxon, you are not surprised as one of the corpses suddenly lashes out at Higgimus. But
good.
Higgimus and Lafdul, you are surprised to see one of these corpses moving. Now it
So
is
I guess Mo was
initiative.
bad in the
So
I've got a bow out.
roll 1d10 again.
Shall we come downstairs?
you can follow in the next round.
Okay.
Actually, no. You know what? I just realized something. I did surprise completely wrong. It's been a while since I've used this, so disregard.
You
all those
wouldn't
rules.
know until you start hearing combat.
Yeah, you were surprised. So yeah, it's going to get a free attack on you. I did it wrong. But yes, you are surprised, and it lashes out at Higgimus, and then we'll do normal initiative, and it is going to. It's going to miss, and it's going to miss. So it
That's what I
lashes
thought.
out with its hands, claws. I mean, they appear to have taken on the form of claws. But you, luckily,
My hide. It's
well,
too strong for it.
just out
Swagger.
of range. Just
Oh,
out of
okay.
range. All right.
Yeah, it attacked you and you were out of range. Go
Yeah.
figure.
It lashed out at you, and whatever.
Back stepped out the way.
Yeah. Or it misjudged where you were.
Excellent.
All right. So let's go ahead and do our
Initiative.
initiative.
Bow is plus.
Where are we positioned in here?
It doesn't really matter. You can all. I mean, you've all. You can all move in and get in close. Higgimus is in the front.
What's my weapon speed? I've got that on.
Would I take a negative to kick it?
Is it
Because
prone?
it's like right up next to me trying to attack me. Can I just
It's on the ground. I mean, it's one of the corpses on the pile. It's basically the corpse on top of the pile.
How many
and
corpses are there?
It's only 4 corpses.
Okay, never mind.
Only.
I'll just roll the sword. Make it
Let
easy.
alone the ones behind us.
Right.
that we've passed by.
Hold on just a
I
second.
think
let me,
I had.
What's mine? 7.
So Yeldin gets a 13.
Hang on, what was it? Oh, I'm not up yet anyway.
Well,
There you
Xanfyr and
go.
Leva can come in now as well. Braxon gets a 9.
Well, I thought they were keeping watch out there, so
Well, I mean, if
nobody
they
could
want to,
sneak
they
up
can
on
come
them.
in and they can roll as well. Higgimus got
Okay, so
11.
What?
Okay, Mom! Sorry, my mom was telling me something.
Oh, parents. And
Yep.
let's see, the creature gets a...
So who's fighting?
Well, if you want to come in, you can roll initiative, or you can stay out.
I can do that. Am I rolling with weapon speed?
Well, it depends. What do you want to do? I assume everyone else is just
attacking me with
attacking.
sling.
Well, I'd probably just come in if I hear combat and cast the spell.
Well,
So combat hasn't really started
I think we
quite
noticed
yet.
before.
You just do a standard initiative, get in the room, I guess, and
Okay.
equip a sling or
Okay,
something.
so that'd be a D10.
Mhm.
And Leva, are you just doing that
I
to
rolled
move
already.
in, or are you going to use your sling, or what?
I rolled initiative to
Right.
come in.
What do you want to do?
Leva's quite far behind there. I don't think she's been following us.
Yeah, they were still.
She
above
was
deck,
still
so
upstairs.
it would take several turns for them to get to us.
If they vault over the catapult, they can slide down the front of the ship.
And possibly slide off into space.
Well, can we see them?
No, but I think when you were surprised, one of you probably said, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have called out.
Yeah, Brax.
As it moved.
And
So-
we
Braxton
heard-
shouted at zombies, get them.
And we immediately stormed downstairs.
I'll just shout out some kind of elven curse or something.
Okay, so Xanfyr, you're coming in and going to try to use your sling?
Well, yeah, it'd be... Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be a 6 plus 6, so 12. And Leva, you were still staying up on the weapons deck?
No, I came
did
downstairs
come
as
down?
soon as I heard
Coming
them
down the
shout.
rope.
Okay. So are you over here to get in, or are you still farther behind?
I think I'll probably be at the door by now.
Okay. All right, so I'll leave you at a 99 for now, and at the end of the round, you can move in.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and sort it. The creature gets to go first.
Wow.
Yeah, it got a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
It got a pretty good roll. All right, it's going to attack lash out at Higgimus again, and it does score a successful hit with one of its claws, and it is going to deal 4 points of damage.
I'm just gonna sigh myself. I cried
it-
out.
as
I'm not getting hit.
Rakes its claws across your shin. It's still on the
Yeah.
ground. Just keep in mind.
Surely be like booting at it or something.
Well,
Yeah.
you actually get a chance
If it's
to,
prone.
an improved chance to hit. Yeah, it's functionally prone. So next up is going to be Lafdul and Braxon at the same time. So we'll go with Lafdul first. You're gonna attack with your melee weapon, right?
No, I'm using my bow.
Your bow. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, you're gonna shoot at it.
Yeah, 1d20, and I have a faculty of 18 with my +2.
All right, you're actually not going to get the bonus to hit because it's prone, since you basically have to maneuver around shooting people. Shooting around people. So it's just going to be
1d20.
standard attack with any normal bonuses.
What's this faculty? Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna still roll anyway.
I'm sorry.
was curious to know what its factor was.
It's Thaco? Oh, it's armor class, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's a hit, so it doesn't matter. You won't know what its armor class is unless you figure it out based on your rolls. So, you succeed in hitting it. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's only 1d6. Sorry.
Close range, I'm using the more damaging arrow.
No, I'm using flight.
Okay. You deal 3 points of damage. Next up is Braxon.
Kill it,
It's
Braxon.
an arrow.
Oh, no, he's fighting with his sword.
He's not just going to pick it up and shake it around or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, that's
I think that's a miss.
I think so. Although it is prone. Let me double check. Let's see. You've got
Swing and a miss.
yeah, that's
Hit ally.
that is a
Number
miss.
one.
That is a miss.
It's not a 1.
Yeah, it's not a 1. It's not a 1. All right, next up, Higgimus with your nice roll of 1. Okay, that is actually going to be a hit.
Pretty low sack. Pretty easy.
It's
to,
prone, and
pretty
he's
easy to
right up
hit.
in its face. So go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, Higgimus might kill it before I get a hit.
So I should point out that you can now tell that its legs are broken, and it has. Oh, that's disappointing. Although nice with the plus the 8, you know. I mean,
Dear Lord.
and I should also say that its eyes now
That
open
wound.
are glowing with a definite malevolent light. All right, next
That
up.
injury is obviously distracting him.
Next up, Xanfyr.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll straight D20.
Yeah.
Sling to the face.
That is a hit.
These
You're going
mages
to
always
kill
hit.
it.
Well, of course we do.
Roll your damage, 1d4 plus 1.
Yep.
Ald's god of luck in this game, like the mages.
Yeah, clearly.
Sling obviously OP.
Boom, motherfucker.
All right, you unleash a sling stone that cracks off at the side of its skull, but it just growls evilly at you.
That was a hell of a hard-hitting
Oh.
sling.
It's not just a growl, it's an evil growl.
All right, Yeldin,
It's
your
not
turn.
red.
Not a fan.
You get you're attacking with your what are you attacking with, Yeldin?
My bow
Okay.
with the more damaging of arrows.
Sheaf.
All right, because it's it doesn't matter. That's a hit.
Almost a crit.
All right, roll your damage.
It's almost between the eyes, but
1d8. It might be in an eye.
Okay, yep, that arrow sinks right into one of its eyes, and you see the light in the other eye go out, and it collapses.
Well
Now,
done.
can I pick that out? Can I get that arrow back?
yeah, I want to get my arrow back eventually. If that's
Let me
the
see.
only
Hold on a
Is
second.
my sling bullet still good?
Yeah, you can you can collect the sling bullet.
Aha.
All right. Yeldin, you can get your arrow back, but Xanfyr, your arrow shattered.
Mine.
I used the sling bullet.
I mean, no, I'm sorry, not Lafdul. Sorry.
So, all right.
I suggest to him take
Shatters.
the arrowhead.
Well, yeah.
I suggest to him grab
It
the
hit the back
arrowhead. I
wall
know
just
how to
right
make more.
and snapped.
All right, I'll collect the fragments, I guess.
Okay.
Just the arrowhead is the most important bit.
Yeah, fine. Arrowhead then. Should I write notes? Arrowhead.
Yeah, sure.
1.
I've got some firewood. Ah, no, I don't.
Arrowhead. Flight.
Nice shots, by the way.
Now that you're in here and you're not
I
worried
th-
about
I-
an undead creature lashing out at you,
As a precaution, I'm gonna grab my swords out and start stabbing the rest of the guys in the pile just to make sure.
well,
Fine.
number one,
Good
you can
precaution.
see that the one they are all hobgoblins, and you can see that the one that lashed out at you, it's definitely dressed nicer than the others. As far as it goes for a hobgoblin. He was not wearing any armor though. But he just has the other hobgoblins. The clothing is all reasonably well made, competently well made. I should say, but this one had clothing that had higher quality materials in it.
It was probably the captain.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, I'm still making sure.
Okay.
Does something like this happen to the people that use that one type of helm that you were talking about earlier?
The life
Everyone
jammer,
dead?
That's
I
for
would-
Braxon.
I've not heard anything about it turning people into undead, but I don't know enough. I just know they can kill people.
I don't think that's
Apparently.
the case. I think somebody we might have a necromancer on our hands.
And none of the other corpses that were under the pile show any
Animated.
signs of activity.
Well, that's good.
They're
Just
still all being
decapitate them.
stabbed. Yeah, all their heads are getting cut off.
Do I still have the feeling of being watched?
Since you're no longer up on the weapons deck, no.
Okay.
Hey, Lafdul, when you get a chance, could you take a look at this scratch, make sure it's not going to fester?
Which? Oh, you're Higgins.
Yeah, if you go ahead and do a medicine check right now, like immediately after the battle, you can heal 1d3 hit points.
Would I use my components though?
No, this is just the healing check.
Was it 1d?
Oh yeah, you'd use your healing bag.
All right, now fine, I'll use one. What was it? 1d3.
1d20 to do a proficiency check.
1d20.
That's a success.
I have healing of 17.
Yeah. All right, and then 1d3.
Oh god. It's
Well, one hit point healed is better than none.
Yeah, it won't fester.
Yeah, and it won't fester. You've cleaned the wound and it's fine. So.
all right, down to 5.
Thank you, Lafdul.
All right, I think that this is going to be a good time to take a quick break. It's a little bit later, well, quite a bit later than I originally planned for, but just get a quick break, get some something to drink.
Back at 5-2, like 4 minutes, or back on the hour.
Back on the hour.
All right.
All right, so let me go ahead and put up the intermission screen.
I will put myself off mute when I'm back.
Okay.
I think
we'll
that should be
back.
standard for everyone.
We'll be back in just a few minutes, everyone.
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna mute
Twitch.
myself.